I'm pleased to be joined from Hong Kong by Rosanna Law Shuk-Pui, Secretary for Culture, Sports and Tourism of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Rosanna, welcome to The Point. First of all, congratulations on the success so far of the National Games. I understand that this time Hong Kong stages 8 events, including fencing, golf, beach volleyball, as well as one mass participation event, which is bowling. What do you think are the advantages of Hong Kong to host such a national games? Did this present any challenges for the region?
Thank you so much for having me. It's my honor to be on the show.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed, Hong Kong is hosting 8 competitive events for this national games. It is actually a great honor and a reflection of the Central People's Government's confidence and trust over Hong Kong, over Hong Kong's the standard of our athletes, and also our ability to present good events. Obviously, being in the home court brings a lot of advantage, or especially our athletes, because for the first time they compete in their home grounds, they get the aspiration to show their very best to their friends and family, to the home court crowd, and also to the people of the entire country and to the world. That's number one. Secondly, they of course enjoy the advantage of a familiar condition for competition. The court is familiar, the arrangements, the climate, the environment, all of which familiar. Also, being the host for certain events, we don't actually need to engage in a lot of the qualifying rounds. This might actually also help the preparation for our athletes. But of course, there would be challenges. It has been quite a while since Hong Kong hosted comprehensive sports events. The last time should be the East Asian Games in 2009. That was more than a decade ago. So this time around, we have to start afresh, and we have to gather all of the sports association and our sports professional to ensure that the 8 events that we host would be hosted to perfection.
I would love to hear more details. Let's talk about one aspect of it, which is transport. I mean, the games are scattered between 3 provincial level regions, namely the Guangdong province in southern China, and then Hong Kong Special Administrative Region and Macau Special Administrative Region. Definitely, this is no easy feat to organize things across these different regions and more cities involved. So how are transport and logistics, for instance, managed to make travel smoother for athletes, spectators, and other visitors?
Actually, infrastructure is now pretty good because we have the high-speed rail, we have the Hong Kong-Zhuhai Macau Bridge, and we have excellent land cross-boundary facilities. But yes, having to host especially the cross-boundary events like the cross-boundary cycling events and also the cross-boundary marathon, we need to develop a new system because, as you've said, we are 2 special administrative regions and a big province of Guangdong. So we do have our own immigration facility, cross-boundary facilities that we cannot overlook. But in the same time, we need to ensure that our athletes would be able to compete seamlessly. So with the exchange of advanced information, the use of identification facilities, RFID, facial recognition, you name it, we make sure that when athletes, be they cyclists or marathon participants, when they go through the boundary checkpoints, they don't need to stop. They can just go through with the wristband, which can detect the previously exchanged information. they can do their competition smoothly without being affected by the cross-boundary facilities. We during the test event stage, and then we make the improvement and adjustment based on experience. And now I'm happy to say that these two events have been completed and very smoothly.
Again, I think it is a very interesting phenomenon that this is the first time the national games have been co-hosted by different regions. From the perspective of different social systems, technological coordination, and cross-regional management, what made the Greater Bay Area the choice this time? And what does that say about the one country, two systems policy?
First of all, we are all in Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, and Guangdong province. Basically, we share the same cultural origin. We share the same dialect. We also have been collaborating closely for a long time. Even many decades ago, for example, provision of water from Guangdong to Hong Kong, we have started in the 1960s. So we have a long history of collaboration, and we also have a long history of solving problems together and helping one another. So I think this is a very good basis for us to embark on this journey of hosting the national games together. The other thing is, of course, we can sit down and talk very openly, frankly, to overcome the differences in terms of work culture, in terms of patterns of doing things.
Co-hosting such a cross-boundary event would undoubtedly promote people-to-people exchanges. In that sense, what has it meant for Hong Kong? Because you are in charge of culture, sports and tourism of Hong Kong. So what impact are you seeing for these sectors?
In fact, a lot of our athletes have already said this. Of course, when they are competing in Hong Kong venues, it is definitely home court. But even if they are competing in Guangdong, for example, swimming is hosted by Shenzhen in Guangdong. Our athletes, the two gold medal winner, Subang Hogi, she actually said that swimming in Shenzhen already feels like home court. I think that is a kind of a sense of family, a sense of warmth that you cannot easily get elsewhere. So I think that is good. And this is a sort of also inspire other people in Hong Kong, athletes and non-athletes alike, to really feel that the integration of the Greater Bay Area is really in progress and it is to the advantage of everyone.
How have the local publics received hosting the games in such a fashion? What are people saying about? Are the local people enthusiastic about seeing the games, about seeing the athletes, the spectators, and so on and so forth?
They were actually looking forward to it. Of course, there has been a process. They don't have a lot of experience about the national games or participating in the national games themselves, either as volunteer or as spectator or participant. But as we promote and explain the idea of the national game, as we conduct our test events, and then we actually, when the game actually comes and our athletes performs well, they enjoy their competition. Hong Kong people are getting more and more excited and more involved in cheering for our athletes and cheering for other athletes from different provinces of the country that they like. For example, in ping pong or in badminton or in other sports, diving, for example, they all have their favorite athletes, and we all cheer for them. And then we are watching live podcasts from all our free channels. So already this huge interest the national game has been built. And also, whenever Hong Kong athletes gets into the finals, and we see a full house in Hong Kong. People just rush to the ground, supporting the athletes, cheering for them. And they also cheer for them at home or in large shopping malls where they have big screens broadcasting live the competition. So gradually, and now is approaching the peak for Hong Kong people to really rekindle their love for sports and in particular their support for Hong Kong athletes.
Finally, let's look into the future and the next 5-year plans. And the Greater Bay Area integration is written into the recommendation for the next 5-year plan. And it says that we should consolidate and enhance the role of the Guangdong-Hong, Kong-Macao Greater Bay Area as engines of high-quality development. So from your perspective, what will be your priorities? What are you going to do?
On sports, first of all, we will build on the success of this national games, both in terms of our ability to organize major events, and also in terms of our athletes' progress to do well in major international sporting competitions. We'll build on that. So we'll build on enhancing the standard of both our facilities, hardware, and also the ability of our athletes, the software. This is where we could collaborate and learn a lot from our counterparts and in the entire country, but in particular, our brothers and sisters in the Greater Bay Area, because we can actually learn from their facility development, their training method, their way of organizing major events. And also, I think apart from sort of the elite sport category, we also have to develop the popular sport category. We also have to ensure that everyone in Hong Kong has one or two kinds of sports that they are interested in and they will be playing regularly. This is particularly important both for our younger generation so that they will develop a good physique and good health since they are young, but also for our aging population. If they have regular exercise, actually they have health and they have more enjoyable life during their elderly stage. This is also important. So this is also my priority and our objective. On culture, on the culture front, in the 14th 5-year plan, Hong Kong is tasked to be to develop as a East-West Cultural Exchange Center. We've been doing that, and I think we have done some very good things. This will continue with even more investment, with even more determination, so that both in terms of quantity and quality, we will reach new heights in the next 5 years.
Thank you so much, Rosanna Law Shuk-Pui, Secretary for Culture, Sports and Tourism of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, for joining us from Hong Kong.